Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown, going to be attempting to get some Rock Polish Torterra sweeps in OU today, so this has actually been something I've been wanting to do for a while, and for those of you who may have missed yesterday's video, I used Infernape and I unfortunately lost quite a bit of ELO, so I figured I would go ahead and do this before laddering this account back up. It wouldn't make a ton of sense to ladder up all the way back to top 500 and then attempt a Rock Polish Torterra where I may lose quite a few games, so I would go ahead and try it now, and then I'll ladder up the count after. So the goal is one Rock Polish Torterra sweep. If I can go ahead and do that, I will be very happy. We have Grassium Z right here, along with Woodhammer. Stone Edge is good against Zapdos, and Earthquake is just your other stab right here. If you get into Overgrow range, Grassium Z is really strong, so ideally we can go ahead and do that as well. Unfortunately, due to our low speed stat, we're still outsped by some Scarfers after our Rock Polish, most notably Kartana and Blacephalon, so that could be scary by itself. Pairing it with a Magnezone because Celesteela, Skarmory, Mega Scizor, and Ferrothorn give Torterra a lot of trouble, so Magnezone can go ahead and help that out. Magnezone also helps out our SD-Mega Pinsir, which is a secondary win condition for the team, so this offensive core right here is actually pretty strong despite the fact that it has a Torterra on it, which is going to be very cool. We have defensive Landorus-Therian right here, which basically lures in Celesteela and Skarmory. You turn into Magnezone and trap those and get rid of them, so that's a good strategy. It is also our rocker for the team. Our defogger is Soldulati, and then finally, we have Shift Gear, Metronome, Magearna. So I did want to run Shift Gear, but unfortunately we already had a Z-move user on the team, so I got rid of the Flare Cannon and made it Flash Cannon, and then just put Metronome on here for some increased boosts once you use the same attack. So yeah, that's going to be the team right here. We do have quite a few win conditions between Magearna, Pinsir, and Torterra, so it should be a good time. It'll be down below in the description, and I'll be right back with our first game. Alright, I got the first game right here. My Mega Pinsir actually has a really great potential to win, but obviously as I do want to go for that Torterra sweep, so I think what I'll do right here is expect the Landorus T lead and lead off here with my Latios, and basically I can Psychic and then Defog to prevent these hazards, so I'm going to go right here for a Soldu boosted Psychic. I'm assuming he's probably Sash lead with the Rock, so nothing really appreciates this hit at all, so yeah, I'm able to go ahead and 2-hit KO that. I can just go ahead and defog here in case he tries to Swords Dance this turn, and then I can fire off a Psychic next turn is what I'm thinking. If he explodes right now, that could be tough, but we'll see. He just explodes right away, but we prevent hazards, which is really nice for Pinsir, so that's very good. In terms of my next bring-in right here, I'm thinking he'll go Lele or Gyarados. I mean, Magnezone doesn't really care about anything, to be honest, but I feel like he always goes Lele, which makes me want to go out here into my Magearna. But I will go Magnezone here, actually, as a Gyarados actually comes out, so this is totally fine with me. I just got a free Thunderbolt here if that's what I want to do. It should be able to OHKO this, and I don't even know if this is Mega. It might just be Dragon Dance Z, but it is Mega, okay. So I'm able to get a nice amount of damage off. Really big para right there. He's going to go ahead and OHKO me with Earthquake, so I guess in hindsight the para is actually not that big of a deal because he actually just knocked me out. So I can get in Torterra here and get a kill, which could be cool. That would force in Blacephalon after, then I kind of lose to Blacephalon, so probably not in my best interest to do this right away. I think instead maybe what I do is I go Magearna here and just lock into Thunderbolt. I don't see how he stops this, so yeah, I'll go for Thunderbolt here. I am Metronome, so my next Thunderbolt's going to do a significant more amount of damage. He kind of has to go Blacef, yeah. And basically what I do against Blacef is click Thunderbolt again. I'm going to die to that, yeah. So a little bit of a tough scenario here. I think maybe Landorus is not going to take one, unfortunately. Do I just lose to Blacef here? Maybe. I'll go out into Landorus anyway, and I'll go ahead and click Earthquake. See what he is interested in doing right here. He could go out into Kartana, I guess. Not sure if he's going to risk me being Scarf or anything. If he just stays in Fire Blasts, I think he has the game right here. And that'll be unfortunate. I actually thought we had potential right here. He does switch out though, so really interesting that he switched out. This actually gives me an opportunity to get at my rocks and maybe win with my Pinsir late game. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to go for rocks here. I'm going to go ahead and U-turn out next. Bring in my Mega Pinsir here. If he's Steelium Z, he can knock me out. I have to SD to make sure I knock out Blacef though, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Mega Evolve and SD into Lele. I can live any Scarf attack, I think, so I just go for a turn here. The problem is I can't actually quick attack the Blacephalon now, so puts me in a little bit of a tougher spot again. He's not... Okay, so he's actually not locked in. He has to go Blacef again, but he goes Hawlucha, interesting. So I can quick attack this, but then I still think I lose to Blacef, so what's my better option? I'm going to quick attack here and knock that out. Okay, cool. Why does he need to go in Blacef? Is it like modest Blacephalon? Is that what I'm battling right now? Does he forget about Psychic Terrain? I don't know, but I feel like if he goes Blisef here, I might lose anyway, because there's no way any of the Pokemon in the back can take a hit. If he just goes for Flamethrower, I think he's good to go. But we managed to bring it pretty close. Let's see if he actually recognizes the fact that he can go Blacephalon here or not. I feel like he might not, and just forfeit. Who knows, though? Maybe he'll recognize it and go Blisef. +2 Quick Attack kills Blacephalon, right? Let me make sure about this before I'm pretty sure it does, but I want to be able to double check right here. Okay, yeah, Quick Attack's easily going to 2-hit KO. So I'll be right back once he makes a play. Alright, so he decided to go ahead and bring out Cortana. I'm going to make an interesting maneuver here. What I'm going to do is bring out my Torterra. I need to wait until Psychic Terrain goes down, is the main thing. He goes for Sacred Sword. Now what I do is I go ahead and Rock Polish up. If he's Scarf, then that's not a problem, because I got into Pinsir and I SD up and win. So let's see right here. Is he Scarf? He is Scarf, but as I said, I can go ahead and bring out Pinsir now. I always SD right here because he's locked into that. I Quick Attack twice and win the game right here, I think. So really interesting. I don't know why he didn't go Blacephalon any earlier. Like, that would have just won the game. I'm able to Quick Attack here, and that is going to be that first game. Definitely should not have won, but I don't know why I didn't go Blisef. I'll go ahead and drop a GG, I guess, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. We got Stall next, or Semi-Stall. I guess this is basically Weavile Stall, but it's really weak to Mega Pinsir. Unfortunately, he has a Weavile with Ice Shard Pressure. I'm assuming he'll lead off with his Sableye, so I'll actually lead off here with my Magearna. On, yes, said Sableye. I can go ahead and just go ahead and I think maybe Flash Cannon here is my play. I don't really care if he stays in, as he's just going to go for Protect, which is totally fine. I do have a Metronome. It would be kind of annoying to have it get knocked since his Thunderbolt responses are not very good. So, but I'll go for Flash Cannon anyway. He's going to go out into Ferrothorn here. So I could Focus Blast and break this for my Pinsir, and I think I'm going to try to do that. Because Pinsir is my way of winning clearly, and I can defog any rocks this may put up, but I really need damage on Ferrothorn if possible. So I think this is going to be my goal right here. Yeah, Pinsir kind of 6-0s here. Unfortunately, Torterra doesn't really have a matchup here either. Torterra is better against offense teams. Unfortunately, in the last game, the dude had a Scarf Cortana, which was able to go ahead and stop my plans with that Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and Focus Blast again here, just because it is Metronome. I don't know how Metronome works with Protect. Does it stop my boosts? I think it does, because I'm pretty sure it would say times 1.4 or something here. Goes Gliscor, okay. I guess he was willing to risk that. I'll go ahead and maybe bring out Lottie here is what I'm thinking. I don't really care if my Soldu gets knocked, but I want to defog. So it is Toxic Gliscor, good to know. Okay, I'll go ahead and defog here. And then Chansey is going to come out. If this is double rocks, this is going to be an annoying game. I think I go Landorus here on Toxic, so he's just Toxicing my entire team. I don't think he would go Sableye, but I'm going to U-turn. He goes Gliscor, okay. So since we know it's Toxic, I can't actually set up on this, which is kind of unfortunate. I could go Torterra here and try to pick up a nice kill on this. I think Torterra is not going to win the game with a Rock Polish here. There's no way it's happening. So I think what I do is I bring it out here, and I just fire off my Z move, and it should be able to pick off Gliscor without a problem. He may go out into Ferrothorn, which could be scary. He goes for Toxic. I'm pretty sure Bloom Doom should pick up the kill here. If not, that'll be pretty sad. What just happened? Wow, that did nothing. 72%. Now he gets to Roost, but he can't actually Roost on this because of the fact that he would lose his Flying typing. So I'm going to go for Woodhammer here. Follow it up with an Earthquake to pick off the Ferrothorn. So Torterra picks up its first kill, which is cool, I guess. Weavile probably comes out next. Could go for Pursuit here. I think I'll go for Magearna on Icicle Crash / Knockoff. Knockoff would be a little bit more annoying. He goes for Ice Punch. Okay, so he's not even Icicle Crash. Gives me a free, I think a Thunderbolt here is a good play. Expecting Pex to come in, maybe? Yeah, Pex comes in. I'm able to go ahead and Thunderbolt here. I do have a Metronome, so I'm just going to stand and spam. As he gets up at T-Spike, not a problem. I'm going to go ahead and I think Flash Cannon here, expecting Gliscor. Now I'm just going to Thunderbolt again, because Pex staying under be so bad. Gliscor comes out. Not the best for me. I should have Flash Cannon, but that's okay. I can go ahead and I think I should just Flash Cannon here. I'm not doing a ton of damage, unfortunately. So Lottie is Toxic. I can go Lottie here. And just defog, I think. Yeah, Pinsir should be able to win the game at this point, I think. Okay, brings this out. This is not a threat. I'm going to go ahead and just click Psychic here. As Sableye comes out, okay. I'll go ahead and bring out my Magearna on a Protect. Just going to Shift Gear because I know he's going to Protect again. I'm pretty positive he'll Protect again. And if he goes Weavile or something, I want to be able to deal with that. Goes Pex, okay, so he wants his T-Specs back up clearly. I will Thunderbolt here. He goes for Haze. I'm gonna Thunderbolt again, and I got a pretty cool para there, which is definitely very nice. Gonna try to catch this Gliscor. It actually goes Chansey this time, so yeah, that's a smarter switch in my opinion. I gotta keep my Lottie around. I can't allow T-Specs to stay up. I'll go Landorus here. Really good Weavile double by my opponent. I kind of have to switch out now. I'll just go back to Magnezone. SD comes out. I don't think this can knock me out even with an SD up, so I'm just gonna Flash Cannon. I'm gonna live that. And this should Oko, unless he's Sash. He is Sash, okay, so... I have a Scarf Magnezone. It's not gonna live a low kick. I'm gonna sack off my Weavile, my Landorus here to the low kick. And get rid of him with Helmet right there, so... We're in a pretty good position here with Mega Pinsir. I still am trying to find an opportunity to get that defog off, as I said. Chansey comes out. Yeah, so I kind of have to maybe U-turn out into my... Calm on Pain Split Magnezone would be so good here. What am I doing? I can't go Lottie. I'm gonna have to try to defog that to make sure I'm good with my Pinsir. So I'll go Magnezone here. He just goes for Heal Bell, that's fine. What did he cure? He got rid of the Gliscor's poisoning, but I think Toxic Orb activates again, so... I don't know, that's okay. I'll Focus Blast here. If I hit a few in a row, I'm actually gonna go into Lottie now. And just to recover up. On the Soft Boiled, just defog now. And Lottie can actually do some work here. Unfortunately, this has Toxic, which is just so bad for me. Gonna Psychic here and sack this off. Then bring out my Landorus. And just attempt to get up rocks here is what I think I'll do. As he goes for the Soft Boiled, I'll just Earthquake until I die. Gliscor comes in. He has defog on this. Okay, I'm gonna get up rocks again. Just click rocks here again. And then I think what I do is I bring in Pinsir. I SD up, and ideally he defogs and not Toxics. He Toxics right away, good play. But I think this Okos. Okay, yeah, he's out of there. I don't think he can stop my Pinsir anymore. Just due to, I mean, Chansey might take one. I don't think so. And everything else is definitely dying. His play is to go to Sableye and Protect, I think. I need Pinsir to win this. Right now. Yeah, Sableye comes out. I guess I might as well SD on the Protect. And then I go for a return. I think he needs double Protects to win this game. Okay, he actually just gives me the Mon, so now he definitely loses. I can survive another turn of Poison, right? I'm not mistaken here. Sucks off Chance. Okay, now it's definitely over. Yeah, we're able to go ahead and win with Pinsir. Got scary once it got Toxic, but I knew it was the win con right here. Torterra got to do a bit of work too, which is very cool. Does this have Baneful Bunker? No, okay, we're able to go ahead and win. I'll drop a GG. Glad we were able to go ahead and win that, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. This one looks amazing for Torterra, so I'm actually kind of excited right here. I think it might be Scarf Cortana though, so I might need 2 Rock Polishes in some scenarios. I think I'll lead off here with my Lottie. I'm not really expecting Tyranitar lead. He leads off with the Gastrodon. I think I just go Magnezone here. And I'm going to Psychic actually, because it'll get good damage off. It doesn't actually do anything. He misses a Toxic though turn 1, which is really big. Gonna attempt a Draco Meteor here for sure. Because it'll catch T-Tar for a bit of damage. Obviously he can Pursuit Trap me. And I kind of need this Pokemon. He does go Tyranitar right here. This should be the Mega though, so I don't actually think it'll have Pursuit. Let's see, I'm gonna attempt to go Landorus here. If he pursuits me, it'll be what it is, but I don't have a reason to stay in. He goes for rocks. I'm gonna trade here. I gotta be careful about that Cortana. He probably has a nice type attack, is what I'm thinking. He goes Torn. I'll get in Magnezone on Torn. I don't really care about a knockoff or Hurricane. I'm not AV, so I'll take a bit more damage than I would like, but that's okay. Let's see what comes out. He actually does want to defog. Okay, so interesting decision. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of walled by Gastrodon. I'm gonna Focus Blast here, expecting T-Tar or Gastrodon to come out, or maybe even Magnezone. Okay, this would be huge if I hit into Magnezone. I unfortunately do not hit the attack. I'm gonna Focus Blast here again, and attempt to hit that this time. That would have O-Code, I think, unless he's AV. So he's probably gonna Volt Switch here, is what I'm guessing actually. But he doesn't respond to Magnezone well at all, which is why that hitting that would have been so good, because I have to take unnecessary damage now, basically. And the thought process was, if he went Gastrodon, I could try to knock that out with a Focus Blast into a Metronome boosted Focus Blast. I'm actually faster and I still knock him out, so never mind, we're in the same spot. And this guy just goes ahead and runs right there. So he was like a really slow Magnezone. This is actually pretty sad because I wanted the Torterra win here, but I guess that's okay, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. Once again, Torterra sweep is possible. I gotta trap the Celesteela with Magnezone as soon as I can. I'm assuming Deontay would be his lead, so I'll lead off here with my Magnezone on Deontay, right? And he may go hard Volcarona, but I think I'm just gonna Flash Cannon turn 1. He could have Protect, which is why I'm just gonna make the safe play. And then I think I'll double out, expecting... I could also just Thunderbolt the next turn. He could also just Earth Power, I guess, if he wants damage for Bulu. That could surely be a thing. Tough scenario, though, because I'm trying to figure out how I maneuver into my Magnezone on the Celesteela. I think I can go into Landorus, U-turn out on his Celesteela switch and bring in Magnezone. That looks like a possibility. Another option is going Pinsir and doubling out hard into Magnezone on Celesteela. Gonna have to make a pretty big prediction here, though, now. This guy's debating, I guess he doesn't have Protect because he would have clicked it by now. Unless he is actually a... He actually just goes for Rocks, so I'm gonna get rid of this turn 1. Nice. That crit definitely did not matter. I bet he's gonna Volcarona right now. He goes Landorus, okay. So I should keep this. I'm gonna go Lottie here. Really good U-turn by my opponent. I was gonna Flash Cannon again, actually, but that would have been really bad for me if he stayed in and Earthquaked because I have no bulk. The problem is, what is he bringing here to prevent my Defog? Nothing really. Feeny, I guess. I'm gonna Defog here. Yeah, get rid of me. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go Pinsir now. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and return. I feel like I'll stay in one turn, which is why I'm doing this. Goes Landorus. Okay, so this is probably Scarf Landorus based on what we saw earlier. I don't take an attack drop due to Hyper Cutter. And my defensive Lando is always my switch in here. I get to go for U-turn into my Magnezone now, which is going to be really good. He goes out into Feeny here. I mean, I'll go back to Pinsir now. And I think what I'll do this time is double to Magnezone, expecting Celesteela to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna make the double this time. I don't think you go Landorus again because that would just go down. And like even if he stays in right here, the worst he can do to me is like Surf my Magnezone, and I can get a pretty big hit off, which could be nice. Just got to be careful about this Volcarona, as I said, because Quick Attack's my only real way of pressuring that. So yeah, he goes for Moonblast. A little bit unfortunate of a scenario. I'll go right here for Volt, as he decides to stay in, which is actually really solid for me. I'll go here into my Magearna and just click. I could just shift gear up and probably win here, but I'm going to Thunderbolt because I'm going for the Torterra win. I could shift gear and probably just 6-0 everything, because I definitely outspeed +1 Volcarona, and that's definitely going to go down to a beast boosted attack. I don't think you ever go Landorus here. His plays are Volcarona or Bulu, or Celesteela, okay. Beautiful. I'm going to Thunderbolt again here because I am Metronome, and this is the Pokemon that I need gone. So now I just Flash Cannon it. I guess there's no world where he stays in, where he switches out, I guess. And he's in range of Torterra now anyway, so now the thing that I should do... He actually does go Landorus. Okay, so I'll go Landorus here on his U-turn. He's going to get chipped down. I guess he'll go Celesteela and attempt a Leech Seed. But yeah, even though this is kind of bad, my Pinsir basically wins now too. The moment this Landorus comes out next time, it dies to Helmet, so then I just SD up and win with Pinsir. But I'm going to try to Rock Polish up as soon as I can and put in some work. I don't know how much Bulu takes from Grassium Z under Terrain. I would imagine a good amount. I don't know how much I take from Horn Leech. Okay, let's see what he opts to bring in next. Celesteela. Celesteela could come in, I guess. Feeny. Okay, I can SD on this. Am I slower? I'm not slower. Okay, so I'm going to sack off Magearna here to the Moonblast. We're going to attempt this. I'm going to Rock Polish up. If he's Taunt, this will be so sad, but I'm going to try this now. This has been the goal. He can intimidate me with a Landorus. I'm aware of that. Fully aware, actually, so that could be scary in its own. Maybe I should have tried to get rid of Intimidate earlier, but I guess maybe he can give me the Landorus and then I just win with Torterra later. That could be a possibility. Celesteela is too weak to take a Stone Edge. If I miss my Stone Edge, that'll be something else, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll Calc Woodhammer too to see if it does the 14. It does go Celesteela here. Does Woodhammer do 20? I'm just going to assume it doesn't because there's no way it's doing 80 at neutral. So I'm going to go for Stone Edge here. I definitely knocked this out, so I'm going to Stone Edge again. Torterra, I need you to hit this. Another way I could lose is missing against a Volcarona, but I would always click Earthquake against that to put it in range of my Quick Attack. Unfortunately, I can't actually get Flame Body burnt, so there's the sack. I do reveal Stone Edge as I did the last turn. I guess he'll go Bulu here. Bulu or Volcarona and try to dodge, but I'm not going to give him the opportunity to win by dodging. Bulu's kind of scary. I think I'll go Landorus on Bulu, try to get up a rocks there. So this would be one of the scenarios where if I was double bent, that would be even better. Like if I was SD Rock Polish and then Woodhammer and Stone Edge, that would be perfect here, but I do want the Earthquake coverage up for obvious reasons. It is stab. It is very strong. So let's see what he brings out next. I think he has to go Bulu, unless he wants to go off a miss, which... He goes Celesteela again. So I guess he's thinking this lives. It probably does, so I'll just go Magnezone on a Protect, and now I get to get rid of this Pokemon guaranteed too. So yeah, this thing's gone. And then actually, doesn't my Pinsir just come in and win? I want the Torterra sweep. Yeah, but I win with Pinsir guaranteed. Do I just go for the guaranteed Pinsir? I feel like I should. What do you think? Do you guys think he's Scarf Bulu? It could be Scarf, which could be pretty scary. Surprised he protected that turn, but yeah, he can't switch out here, so he should just protect again and then sack it off. That's what's gonna happen right here. I'm not sure if he's just gonna run the timer down now or what's gonna happen, because unless he Scarf Bulu with Stone Edge, my Pinsir just wins the game at this point. So I'm not quite sure what his thought process is. I already cut once this live, so I'm not gonna go ahead and do another cut here. We'll just go ahead and wait out the timer and see if he actually wants to choose a move or not. He still has a win con with the Volcarona, but it would have to be going off my choke. Okay, so there's a Protect. I'll just Volt out now. Knock that out. I think I bring out Pinsir. And maybe he'll go Scarf Bulu, is what I'm thinking. Okay, I just gotta not get careless against the Volcarona and I'll be fine here. Feeny comes out, so now I think I'm definitely good. So I just SD up on a Moonblast to return here. I don't even know if Quick Attack is gonna do enough to Bulu. Yeah, I go ahead and return that. And he just goes ahead and runs from the battle, so... Torterra definitely had potential, but unfortunately I let him keep the Intimidate. It's okay though, we were able to go ahead and win, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got that next game right here. This guy has 2 Torterra checks in the Celesteela and the Tangrowth, so... Getting rid of those is definitely going to be a priority. I think I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Latios, expecting Landorus-T. I want to find out whether it's Scarf. Keldeo is even better for me, so... I just get to click Soldu Psychic here into Heatran. Get some nice chip on that for my Magearna, which is definitely going to be very vital right here. I think next I bring out Landorus-T. I don't really need it healthy for anything, and I do want to get up my rocks if he opts to do the same. He actually doubles out into his own. I do have Hidden Power Ice on the set, so I'm going to go ahead and click that here. As he goes out into Keldeo. I'll just go Lati. I'm assuming he'll just click Scald and attempt to burn, as he gets to burn right away. A little bit annoying, but that's fine. That's definitely its Life Orb, okay. I knew that was Life Orb or Specs. I'll go here for Psychic. As Celesteela might come out this time, is what I'm thinking. But he keeps on going Heatran to let me weaken it for Magearna, so I'm very surprised. Well, in fact, I'll click it again here on Corkscrew Crash. Not a big deal. Allows me to go into Magnezone here, and he's trapped in here, so I just Volt out. And Magearna check is gone. But unfortunately, these 2 checks are still alive, and I want the Torterra win, so gonna be a little bit tough. I actually don't know what I bring out against Keldeo here, so I'll go Pinsir. And Keldeo probably comes out anyway, is what I'm guessing. Celesteela comes out, so I'll just go Landorus here on a Flamethrower. Attempt to get up a rocks is what I'm thinking. On a Leech Seed miss, a little bit unfortunate for my opponent. I'll go ahead and U-turn out here into my Mag. On just a Flamethrower, that's fine. I'm going to get a ton of damage off on this, which I think is far more valuable than anything that could happen right here. So he gets a nice kill right there, which is I guess good for him. I'll go ahead and bring out my Magearna next. And I believe what I'll do is just Thunderbolt first. Does good damage. He has Protect. He should Protect, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt again. Why did he take nothing? Goes for Protect. I believe I knock him out with this next one due to my Metronome. No, because Metronome gets stopped by Protect, I think. So I just wasted my Magearna, which is pretty sad. Never mind, I knocked him out. Cool. Phew, that could have been bad. Ideally, he goes Tang next, but I'm assuming he'll go Keldeo. He could think I'm Scarf, I guess. That could be a thing. And not go Tang. If he thinks I'm Scarf, he goes Lando. He does go Keld, okay. So I can win with Pinsir. I think here I just sack this off. As he opts to go for Scald, that's fine. I'll bring out my Mega Pinsir now and go right here for a Quick Attack. And just pick off the Keldeo, cool. I guess Alakazam could come out here. Landorus is going to be the bring in though. I'll bring in Landorus of my own on Stone Edge. Just click HP Ice here. As unfortunately my opponent is going to miss a Stone Edge. Would have done another 16. So I guess that could end up mattering in theory. Don't want to lose to Lando. Go for Earthquake here. He just knocks me out, okay. I'll bring out my Torterra now. And I think I just pop off the Z. Yeah, it does that. I think Landorus should be in range of my +2 quick attack. So that's what I'm going to do right here. And yeah, all I got to do is just Stone Edge until he dies. Then I bring this out. He has to have a Rock Slide here, basically. So I'll SD up. Then go for a nice return here. And then I pick off Landorus with quick attack. So unfortunately, Torterra once again did not find the opportunity. He's going to go ahead and forfeit the game. He already left the battle. We still do have time for another one though. So I'm going to try this again. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I think this is going to be our last attempt right here. I'm going to try it again and see what we can do. Unfortunately, the Scarfer is definitely going to be Kartana or Blacephalon, so that makes this a little bit harder than it needs to be. I think what I'll do is lead Torterra here and see what he leads off with first. So he leads off with Rotom Wash. This shouldn't be able to outspeed me, so I'm going to go for Bloom Doom here and see what he opts to do, because nothing is going to appreciate Bloom Doom. This shouldn't be fast. If it is, I'll be very surprised, but even if he stays in, then I get damage off for my Pinsir, which could be good. Unfortunately, if I don't get the Torterra sweep here, I'll go ahead and do another live in a few months. Attempt to do it again, because I definitely want to make this work. So yeah, Torterra is going to fire off the Bloom Doom right here, and Oko Rotom Wash, so this has pretty much been the most work it's done. I mean, it did some work against that stall team in the second game, but yeah, that Rotom is gone. Not quite sure why he stayed in. Charizard can come out here. I do have Stone Edge, and I have to stand and click that because of the possibility of it to being a Mega Charizard X with the Dragon Dance. In this scenario, I think Lottie is not a bad play. As the rocks go up. I'm just going to defog here. Lottie is good though, so maybe I should just try to get at my own rocks. Yeah, my own rocks are actually going to be better, so I'll go out into Landorus here on Bulu and just throw them up here, as I think fine. If he's Banded Woodhammer, I think I live, so that'll be very clutch, if I do. Nice, he goes for SD actually, so now we know he's not that much of a problem, which is good. Okay, so now here I think I just go for a U-turn into... Magearna kind of wins too. I think I just throw this out. I'll U-turn out, actually. And maybe just... I think the Torterra is going to be the throwaway here. It did the work turn 1, and I think that's going to be it for Torterra, unfortunately. I'll go for U-turn. Let him get the damage on Torterra. Then go Pinsir. As sad as it is, I'll go ahead and do this. Mega Evolve here and click return. I can't SD yet because of the possibility of Landorus being Scarf. So I'll just return here. Should be able to knock this out unless it's Koba Berry, which he hasn't revealed an item yet, I don't think, so it could very well be Koba Berry. Nothing else comes in. I'm pretty sure Kartana's going to die to 2. I got a crit on Landorus, which is definitely very lucky. I'm pretty sure return it to Quick Attack knocked that out due to my Hyper Cutter, so in hindsight that probably didn't matter. If Blasef comes out, do I lose? It would have to go for Shadow Ball, which would be interesting. I think I just Quick Attack it. He goes for Flamethrower, okay, so very nice. I get to bring this out now. And I just get to click Psychic here and pick up a Knockout. He's just going to stay in because this dies on entry. And then maybe he'll go Scarf Kartana and click Knockoff. So he should just stay in right here. And that should be the end of the Blacephalon. Then he'll go Kartana to Knockoff, or he'll go out into the Bulu. Now, I do have to be careful about Zardax, because Magearna doesn't have coverage for that. Its coverage is hitting Focus Blast, and that's not very reliable coverage, so I do want to be a little bit careful. Flamethrowers again, so yeah, I'll be able to get rid of this now. And I don't think I can lose to Leaf Blade or anything like that. And Zardax is going to be a tough Pokemon to deal with. Maybe Magearna can beat it anyway. I think that's what I'm going to go off of. So he's going to go, I think, Bulu or Cart here. Those are his only 2 plays. I could see Bulu coming in too. Yeah, Bulu does come in. So do I sack this off? It's not going to take a hit from Kartana anyway at this point. And I think this could be my opportunity to win with Magearna. So I'll go for Psychic here. Does a really sizable amount of damage. So if he doesn't have Protect, I'm going to 2-hit KO this. And I don't think he does. Yeah, Soldu Lati is so strong. He does have Protect, so a little bit unfortunate there. I'll Psychic again. I could crit him again. That could be cool. That would basically secure the game. It doesn't happen, unfortunately. So now I think I go Magnezone and just Flash Cannon. Now that gives the opening with Zard that he wants. What's my other opportunity, though? I guess I go Magearna and click Shift Gear. I have to go with Magnezone here, and I have to click Flash Cannon. I will be faster. He goes for Protect, okay. Gonna Flash Cannon here. I should be able to knock out Bulu based on my Psychic damage. Then he goes Zard X for sure. To which I respond with... He actually goes Zard now. Huh? Gonna Mega Evolve here and... I mean, he's gonna Mega Evolve. If it's Zard Y, I think I always win. No, I could lose if it's Zard Y. I just lose to it right now. So what do? I think I switch out into Landorus here. It goes for Roost. Okay, so he didn't Mega Evolve. I'll go for U-turn here. I guess he'll Dragon Dance in regular form. What could I do right here? I might just lose to this. He Mega Evolves, thankfully. He Mega Evolved. Nice. Okay, that could have been bad. I think I throw away my... Look, Magearna should be able to beat the last two, so I'll just go Magnezone here. And I just click Volt Switch is fine. Opt to knock me out there. I'll go into Landorus now. He is intimidated. I always click Earthquake, I think. And then maybe it'll depend on how much speed the Bulu has. I can win. Because I also need to have Focus Blast into Cortana, I think. Maybe. I got a Calc Flash Cannon against that. Flare Blitzes again. I'm able to go ahead and get rid of it. Could go Bulu here in SD, which could be bad. So it's going to come down to whether Magearna can win the game, which I think it can. Especially after a Beast Boost. Or, I guess it's Soul Heart, it's not Beast Boost. Beast Boost raises your highest stat. I actually didn't know this. I thought Soul Heart raises your highest stat too, but it just raises your special attack. That's why Shift Gear Magearna with physical attacks could be viable, but unfortunately Soul Heart does not work like Beast Boost. Which I found out the hard way, unfortunately. I tried to do a Shift Gear physical Magearna live, and part way into turn 1, so he goes out into this here. I guess I'll HP Ice it. Smart Strikes. This puts me in a position where I have to actually attack it, because I want to outspeed Scarf Cart. 251. I go up to what, 502? Yeah, 251, 451, 502. 348. I don't think I outspeed here. Because 348, he's going to outspeed me. So let me calc against this. Would Flash Cannon do the job? Magearna. Shift Gear against Cortana. Choice Scarf. Flare Cannon would do a lot. That's Flare. Okay, Flash Cannon. 60 to 71. And I am not modest, right? I am timid. So I have to hit a Focus Blast here and I can win that way. He crit me, I think. Wow, it just does that much. Never mind, he's able to go ahead and win that game. I didn't know that Smart Strike did 94% +1. I was with +1 Cortana, but I'm definitely surprised. That guy was able to go ahead and win. So we won all of the games except for one. The funny thing is, the one game where Torterra got the kill, we lost, which is definitely very funny. I did hope you all enjoyed. I will try a Rock Polish Torterra live again in the future, and I'll see you all next time. Later.